Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Wanted to do a little video today and talk about, why I decided to do perfume myself, and see if this would be helpful for anyone else who's sort of deciding whether they want to do the same thing. Before I do that, I do just want to let you guys know, got a package today from Nick over at Gallivant. They sent me a bottle of their newest fragrance, Berlin. So expect a review on this coming soon. This is my scent of the day, and so far I really like it. It's like a really spicy grapefruit fragrance. I haven't looked the notes up on it yet, but I get like grapefruit, like a little pepper and vetiver, I feel like. So it's I actually literally just got home and unboxed it. So expect a review of Berlin from Gallivant. But anyway, so I've talked about my perfume journey before, or my fragrance journey before, and the evolution of it. And I feel like the evolution of a perfumer, someone who wants to do this, or a lot of the people at least who are in the hobby, is you kind of start off at designer fragrances, right? For me, it was Fahrenheit. Sure, for others in my age bracket, it was like some people like Dracar Noir, some people who are a little younger, maybe Acqua di Gio, La Mer by Jean-Paul Gaultier, Dolce & Gabbana Chrome, and then you wear designers, you go through designers, and then you realize that there's niche. There's niche fragrances out there. Maybe the niche that you sort of found out about was Aventus. For me, I believe the first niche fragrance I ever bought was Vetiver Extraordinaire by Frederic Malle. I've told that story a bunch of times. And then you sort of realize there's more niche than just these big brands like Creed and Bond 9 and Frederic Malle. There's Perfumer Roma and brands like that. And then you sort of realize there's this ultra niche. These sort of harder to get, really expensive fragrances like Raja, Xerjoff. It has just a ton of brands now. I'm not even familiar with some of them. Bois de Oud, that make more expensive fragrances. So for me, I kind of went to designer, to niche, to more specialized niche, to like ultra niche. Started getting into like ultra niche, and then into raw oud, and just what these wonderful ouds could smell like. That was sort of my journey in terms of my interest in fragrance. But where I really decided, hey, I want to do this is, I had the idea for Maxed Out, and I wanted to have that fragrance made. Sarah agreed to make it for me, not bespoke, obviously, but if I liked it and she thought it was good, we could introduce it to a larger audience, and that worked really well. And then I had what I thought was a better idea for the sequel to Maxed Out. And I went to two niche houses I have two indie houses I have very good relationships with. And the first one I went to, really, really well-respected niche, I would say more a niche house even than an indie house. We had a plan to do 3 fragrances together. It was going to be like a trilogy. And for very good reasons, the owner and perfumer decided they didn't want to pursue it. So that was a bummer to me, because I found out very late that they weren't going to do it. Then I went to another niche house that I felt like I had a great relationship to. I felt like I could really sell that scent. Maxed Out was a big success. No matter what you think of the fragrance, it was a top 10 seller for Lucky Scent the year it came out. People really liked it. It was nominated for awards, etc. I think this idea was better. So I went to the second indie house. This was an indie house. And they were interested, but again, they said they were doing some other stuff, and it was really going to have to be backlogged. And at that point, I decided, this was stupid. And if I really wanted to do this the right way, I was going to have to do it myself. Now, at that point, I had a choice to either do it the Victor Wong way or not. And the Victor Wong way, obviously, zoologist, is you put the money up, you pay perfumers for, you commission fragrances and you sell them. That's a good way to do things. Sometimes I think I should do things that way. But I also feel like, the job that I have now, as a marketing director, I started entry level at that job, and I held basically every position under me before I got promoted to director. So it's like I know what every single person who works for me can do or should be doing and how to do it. So I'm an expert in everything there. And I felt like if I really wanted to have a perfume company, I should know how to make perfume, what it costs, what materials I should be using. I should learn all the EFR shit. Look, guys, if I didn't have a full-time job, I would pay, I don't know, Bertrand Duchaufour, you know, a perfumer I really admire. I'd pay them to work for them for a couple of years. You know, I don't know if you guys know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, but he talks about, he's a really rich guy. He has VaynerMedia. He's really wealthy. He talks about, he wonders sometimes if he should offer Jeff Bezos, you know, the gentleman who owns Amazon, $500,000 a year to work for him. Now you might be thinking, what is Gary Vaynerchuk? Why would he pay someone $500,000? Because working for Jeff Bezos, the connections you're going to make, what you're going to learn, it's an investment in your future. So I won't just expect IFF or you know, Givaudan or one of these Robert Tett to say, yeah, you know, come work for us. I would expect to pay them to let me work for them. And I wish I could do that. Unfortunately, I'm not in a financial position to do that. But if I could, if I had won the lottery tomorrow, I'd go to IFF or one of those companies. I'd say, what do you want for me to work here for 3 years? And I'd really try to learn everything. I think the dumbest thing you could do is jump blindly into this and make crazy promises. You know, this is going to be the best fragrance ever. We're going to do X, da da da. I'm not telling you guys any of that. I'm learning, and hopefully, eventually, I'll be able to give you guys something really good at a great price. It's not going to be for everyone because I don't want to make a fragrance for everyone. I want it to be for the people that get it. And I want to know that I know what I'm doing every step of the way. So that's why you don't see me making crazy proclamations. That's why I'm not giving a timeline. I don't want to just make video after video about this, updating you and telling you like nothing new in every video, just making wild proclamations. Like that's not my steed. If other people want to do that, hey, more power to them. I wish them the best, honestly, and I hope that they can back those claims up. But so that's sort of why I wanted to become a perfumer. I had these ideas. I've loved fragrance forever, as you could see. You know, my fragrance love goes back to 7th grade, right? So we're talking 1991, 27 years. I love it, and I had these ideas, and I couldn't get them out there on my terms. And I realized even if someone, let's just pretend, I'll just come up with a brand, an indie brand. Let's say Gallivant. We decided, me and Gallivant, to do a fragrance. And the fragrance pops, and it's like a huge thing. Gallivant's going to take most of the money on that, and they rightfully should. They're putting it out, the product up, you know, they're paying for it. I'm just coming up with the idea. So even if I come up with smash after smash and I give these ideas to other people, unless it's your own company, you're not going to profit the way you should. You know, you have to put that equity in. There's blood, sweat, and tears to finally reap the rewards. And, you know, that's what Victor's doing as a zoologist, and I can't tell you how much I admire that. I co-sign everything he's doing. That is the blueprint for what a niche brand should be, in my opinion. But I just decided that I want to do the fragrances. I want to learn that. Then I want to learn about the manufacturing. Then I want to learn about the distribution. Then I want to learn about the press part of it. And it might take me a while. It might take me longer than I'd like, but I feel like it'll be done the right way, and I'll earn everything that I get. So I just wanted to do a quick video and talk to you guys about that, you know, because I get asked a lot, you know, why did you know you love fragrance? You know, why do you want to make perfumes? And, you know, I don't have a lot of communication with Kerosene, but I know that he probably felt similarly to this, I would imagine. And I, you know, he's really sort of the model for what I'd like to do. You know, he's built a really successful brand, and I feel like he hasn't compromised his integrity. I feel like those fragrances that he puts out are probably very true to who he is, and I just respect that. You know, I don't want to be making Aventus dupes, you know, or Creed dupes, you know, and again, not knocking anyone that does that. There's a lot of money to be made there, and you can be creative with that, but I really want to come from a total other viewpoint of fragrance. I feel like Maxed Out was the introduction to the way that I see fragrance, and I feel like I can take it so much further and make so many more interesting things. So that is my story in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions more specifically, hey, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll definitely answer. I try to answer every comment in time. And I'll see you guys again real soon with another video. My name is obviously Maximilian, and I must know. Peace, guys.